that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? Watch the pass.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 30 on second down, Wentz. Ertz has it left side. That throw good for only a couple and brings up third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On first down, they run with Howard. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Running from the gun with Howard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Single, slot. Hey, you're running out over there. You're running out. 86 to man. 86 to man. Check tight.
Here's Wentz to throw. Screen pass to Sproles. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And Elliott puts this one through. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So who saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet? Probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
From the... They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle and caught by the tight end play. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Murray going to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Murray. And he's got Fitzgerald. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line. I'm coming after you. Shit. Watch twist.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football. And
touchdown, Cardinals! David Johnson, 36 yards, and the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker try to.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. To throw, it's Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing is Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Andy Lee now as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. Throwing now is Murray. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. We have hit halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And they start the second half with Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete. Trying to go back to Clay that time. Third down here. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Rodney Gunter in there to bury him for a loss of 11. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Chandler Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Returnable here from the 38. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Right side complete to Butler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Hakeem Butler, 41 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Wentz going to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Cardinals! Christian Kirk, 66 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's no script at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
20! Let's get this. Trey 15. Trey 15.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
1st down, Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing now is Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And an Eagle 1st down.
Sunday.
Wentz now on 1st down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often a...
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? What's that, buddy? I don't think you got it, son.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Here's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put them.
But I think the ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. Accelerating, and off he goes. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Steps away to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And now look at him go. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Now Wilson. Forced out to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. On first down, Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Brings up second and 8.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and
8.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
20. Mike 50.
From the gun, here's Newton. Completes it to Samuel. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play there for Carolina. 47 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On first down, this is McCaffrey. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here's Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
What's that? Look at it. Like 50. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Newton now to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. They'll roll them out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson flushed out right, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Touch 50, touch 50. Good job right there. Good job right there.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And an alley to run. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson.
Looked at me like they had
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 44 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can all...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And taken right on the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his right. His throw incomplete. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette. And now it's 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's going to launch into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here's McCaffrey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now a first down throw for Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready? Right to the 3. And watch the leg.
McCaffrey on the counter. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2 times. You got 3.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Rip left.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy.
25.
After the sack on first down, Wilson. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. It got his man complete. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 93 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
This is McCaffrey on the give. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Time to go, night. Quick edge.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mark 50. Come on.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to get the field goal.
And any yardage a game here is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there. Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he? An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular